She hugged you, and the moment it ended, you let it go. You said something forgettable, you moved on, you acted like it was nothing. But here's what you didn't know. That hug was a window, a small, powerful moment where her walls came down and her body said something her mouth never would. And most men walk right past it. Don't be that man. A hug is not just a hug. Psychology shows that physical touch, even brief casual contact, triggers a measurable release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Her nervous system just opened up to you. The question is, what do you do with that? Because what happens in the 30 seconds after a hug determines whether she thinks about you for the rest of the day or forgets you by the time she gets home. Most men fumble this moment completely, not because they're not attractive, but because nobody ever taught them what to actually do. Welcome to Magda K Chronicles, where we decode the psychology behind connection so you can build something real. Today, I'm giving you 7 specific things to do after she hugs you. Moves that are grounded in attraction psychology and designed to make you stay on her mind long after you've parted ways. Hit like if you want to understand these moments better. Let's go deep. Point 1. Hold the hug 1 second longer than she expects. Most men break the hug first. They pull away fast, nervous, unsure, like they're afraid to want it. Here's the move. Don't. Let her be the one to begin pulling back. And in that extra second, that single extra beat, hold steady, calm, present. Psychologically, this is enormous. Research on touch and social bonding shows that the duration of physical contact directly affects how emotionally significant the moment feels. 1 extra second of a hug doesn't feel like overstaying. It feels like intention. It tells her, I'm not rushing this. I'm not nervous. I wanted to be here. Her subconscious reads that as confidence, as safety, as someone worth leaning into. When you do this, don't say anything in that moment. Let the silence and the warmth speak. Then, and only then, pull back slowly and meet her eyes. That sequence alone will replay in her mind. Point 2. Pull back, look at her and say something that's just about her, not that was nice, not we should do this again, something about her, something you noticed, something specific, something real. You seem more relaxed today than the last time I saw you. There's something different about you today. Good different. Why does this work? Because after physical touch, the brain is in a heightened state of emotional receptivity. Oxytocin has softened her defenses. She's more open than usual. And whatever you say in this window carries 3 times the emotional weight it normally would. This is what psychologists call the post-touch vulnerability window. You're not flattering her, you're observing her. And observation, real, genuine observation, is one of the rarest things a man can offer. She won't forget it because most people don't notice her like that. Point 3. Lower your voice slightly when you speak right after. This one sounds almost too simple, but it's primal. After physical closeness, her nervous system is already attuned to you. Her senses are slightly heightened, and a lower, quieter voice in that moment doesn't just sound calm, it sounds intimate. Evolution has wired women to respond to low, controlled vocal tones as signals of security and dominance, not aggression, but groundedness. The kind of man who doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. When you drop your register slightly and slow your pace just a little, you create an invisible bubble around the two of you. The noise of the world fades. She leans in, literally. Don't perform it. Don't force it. Just consciously dial back the volume and the speed. Let the words land with weight. That small shift in delivery will make everything you say feel more significant. Pause here for a second. Have you ever been in a moment with someone and suddenly everything around you went quiet? That feeling of being in your own world together? Comment below if you know what I mean, because that's exactly what we're building here. Point 4, don't fill the silence, let her talk first. Here's where most men self-destruct. The hug ends. There's a brief, warm silence, and instead of holding it, they panic. They crack a joke. They check their phone. They start rambling about something irrelevant. And just like that, the moment dissolves. Don't do this. After physical contact, silence isn't awkward. It's charged. Her mind is processing. Her emotions are moving. And if you hold that space without filling it, she will speak. And what she says in that moment will be unusually honest. Psychologically, comfortable silence signals emotional security. It tells her you're not desperate for her approval. You're not performing. You're just there. That is magnetic. Hold the eye contact. Offer a slight, calm smile. Let the quiet breathe. Give her the space to come toward you, and she will. Point 5. Reference the hug later in the conversation, subtly, not in a weird way, not in a wow, that hug was amazing way, subtle. Maybe 10 minutes later, mid-conversation, you say something like, I don't know, you just seem like someone who actually means it when you show up for people. You're not talking about the hug directly, but you're connecting to what it felt like, to her warmth, her presence, her realness. This works because of a psychological principle called anchoring. You're tethering the emotional high of that physical moment to a broader story about who she is as a person. She doesn't just remember the hug. She starts associating you with being someone who truly sees her. That association builds fast, and it deepens something she may not even be able to name. Point 6. When you say goodbye, don't hug again. Do this instead. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most men think the date went well, hug her again at the end, bookend it. But here's the counterintuitive move. Don't. Instead, a slow, deliberate handshake. Or simply hold her gaze a beat longer than usual with a calm half smile. And say something like, this was exactly what I needed today. Why? Because repetition kills anticipation. And anticipation is the engine of attraction. When you don't hug her again, when you leave something unfinished, her brain chases the feeling. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik Effect. The mind fixates on incomplete experiences far more than completed ones. You've now become an open loop in her mind. She's going to be thinking about you tonight, not because of what you gave her, but because of what you held back. Pause. Have you ever thought about someone more because they left before you were ready? That's exactly the psychology at play here. Tell me in the comments, has this ever happened to you? Point 7. Text her within 2 hours and say this, not had a great time, not a meme, not a GIF, one specific sentence. Something you said today is still in my head. That's it. Don't explain what, don't elaborate, just send that. Here's the psychology. This text does 3 powerful things simultaneously. 1, it tells her you're still thinking about her, which triggers a dopamine response. 2, it creates a curiosity gap. She needs to know what it was. 3, it shows you're a man who pays attention, who holds on to things, who doesn't just go through the motions. She will reply, almost certainly. And that reply opens the next chapter. Don't underestimate a single sentence. The right sentence, sent at the right time, can do more than an hour of conversation. 7 moves, 1 hug, and a completely different outcome. Hold the hug a second longer. Say something specific. Lower your voice. Hold the silence. Anchor the feeling. Leave something unfinished. Then send the one text that pulls her back. These aren't tricks. They are a language. The language of a man who understands connection, who moves with intention, who makes a woman feel like being around him is different from everything else in her week. You already have these moments. You just needed to know what to do inside them. Now you do. If this gave you something real, hit the like button. It genuinely helps. Subscribe to Magda K Chronicles and hit the bell so you never miss the next deep dive into the psychology of love and attraction. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 moves are you going to use first? Or has there been a moment, a hug, a goodbye, a silence that you wish you'd handled differently? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. In the next video, I'll be revealing Why the woman who seems least interested in you might actually be the most attracted, and what her distance is really trying to tell you. That one will change how you read women completely. See you there.